higher. You are listening to an exclusive review. A-S-O-T, A State of Trance.
What's up and welcome to a new episode of 10 Questions With. And this week we are joined by two guys from the Ukraine. DRYM, how are you doing?
Oh, we're doing amazing. How are you?
I'm great. Well, I have 10 questions for you guys to answer from fans. And we're going to start off straight away. The first one is from Jack Holdsworth. What is your favorite tune to close a set with?
Silhouette.
Maybe our own track Silhouette, yes, like kind of classic of us.
So that's the every single set you end with that one?
Mostly, yes.
Mostly, well, I would do the same if I made something like Silhouette, to be honest. The next question comes from Eon1453. What artist and which song has inspired you the most in your career?
Of course, Armin's stuff like Serenity.
Communication part 3, I guess, for me, and maybe old tracks like Hammer and Funabashi, if you remember.
Oh, Lost Language. Language was called.
Yeah, and some old stuff like Moments or Zeta, if you remember, really old music like this. Yeah.
So you're going way back with your music.
Way back.
So when did you start out making music?
About 10 years ago.
Oh wow.
2008 maybe, yes.
And yet you were inspired by music made in the 1999, 2000, 2001.
Yes, exactly.
That's interesting. So it was already 10 years old by when you started making music.
Yes.
Okay. Yes. And next question comes from John Scad. Any big collaborations in the work?
Yeah, for sure. We already have a collaboration with Davey Esprit. Is coming next week in A State Ibiza compilation, and week after like a State single release.
Okay.
And for the end of the year, we have a collab with Cristina Novelli. We already played it.
You played it in your mix this week, yeah?
Yeah.
And what else are you working on?
We're working with some cool vocalists. So,
can you share something already? What you're working on? You wanna keep it a little bit of a secret?
We're working with this guy from UK, Dan Chalmers, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great voice.
For example, yeah.
Nice. All right. What is the next question? Let's see. L. Shepard wants to know, what has been your biggest moment of your career so far?
Biggest. It was today, maybe.
Really?
Yeah, I think, yeah.
So being part of A State of Trance with a guest mix has been the best part of your career so far?
It's like a highlight for us. Big highlight, actually.
What about getting into the top 10 of A State of Trance 2013?
Oh, for sure.
That's a little bit of a one. What about the gigs-wise? What has been your absolute most fantastic gig that you had?
We played in Amsterdam a few years ago at the Box Club and at Heineken Music Hall. And also, of course, big gigs in Ukraine past years, like global gathering festivals or festivals with Armin in Lviv, if you remember.
Yeah, about 7 years ago.
Long time ago.
We played with Armin also.
Okay, next question is actually about a tune of mine. I didn't pick the questions, I promise. Fadi in Silhouette, can we expect for more melodic remixes like you did for Ruben's Dream Come True?
Yeah, we actually wanna go back for some sounds to try it out again. You know, some progressive stuff like Jerome Ismail style or Prida style, something like that.
Yeah, we produce not only uplifting, but we can make any style of music. So we're looking forward to try something new.
Yeah, because you're not only making music as DRYM, but also for other people.
Yeah, sometimes it's not really ghost production, but it's kind of help like with mixing, mastering, and it's our part of our job because we are full busy with music. Always,
so you take along everything that you can take along, as long as you like it, of course.
Yeah.
Eva and Chavez wants to know a very obvious question that we ask you as well. What has been the reason behind your name change from DRYM, Your Moonlight to DRYM?
To make it more simple for people and to make a rebranding for our project.
And then it was just a coincidence that it became from DRYM and Your Moonlight, it became DRYM.
Yeah.
So it has nothing to do with DRYM itself, just with DRYM, or also a little bit with DRYM.
Yeah, of
Maybe.
course. Yeah.
That's a lucky coincidence, to be honest.
Yeah.
Virgil Alexander wants to know: is the classic style of trance going to make a comeback in the future? You think?
Yeah, for sure. It's going now.
Yes.
Yeah, because I noticed in your sound as well that it became first it was a little bit of progressive, then it became more big room, and now it's more uplifting, right?
Yeah. Right. Correct.
So is that something that happens because of maybe the growth of uplifting in Ukraine, or is it a global thing, you think?
Always we are trying to produce something for our sets. Music we feel mostly at the moment. So we're trying to. It's actually a bit a lot of fun to try to make. Any style of any genre of any subgenre of trance. So it's like a challenge for us to try to make something, and of course we are just liking everything in trance music, from deep progressive to fast uplifting tracks. So we are trying to produce everything.
Do you get bored easily in the studio? That you're like, okay, now I finished this kind of song, okay, this has been enough, let's move on to something else?
Yes, sometimes after about 10 hours of music sessions, we need to stop this and go away.
What do you do when you go away? Is there like any hobbies that you do besides making music?
Yeah, we going into sports, to gym, for example.
Yeah, bike riding.
Yes.
And you are always together in the studio, or are you also working separately?
We have one like a professional studio and home setup, so we're working at home and then finalizing everything in studio together.
Awesome. Question comes next from Bradley Braak. Are you planning to tour a little bit more in the future?
Yes, this is our main point, to start touring more. So this year we produced a lot of stuff, which will be coming through the year. So we think this will help us to travel more and to have more gigs.
Yeah, because in the on air in the State of Trance with the interview, you already mentioned that you might go to China and to Kuala Lumpur.
Yes.
What else is coming up?
I guess only this at the moment.
Yes.
Well, that's enough already, to be honest. If you go touring in China, that's going to take a little bit of a while. The next question comes from Chuchi DRM11. What is your chosen program for production?
Ableton Live,
Ableton Live,
Yes.
okay. And your favorite plugins?
Spiral, Serum,
Silent,
Waves,
plugins. Yeah.
Yeah? What kind of wave plugins which one is the first one you load into your project?
Sometimes it's called
S1,
S1, like
make
a stereo,
imaging.
stereo image, and some
compressors,
vocal compressors. Yeah.
C4 compressor from
Okay.
The C4 is nice. I like that
Yeah.
one. Yeah. Last question already. Tom Evans 96 wants to know, what is the one song that always makes you dance? It can be anything. It could be in a dance floor, but it could also be in the shower when you're like boogieing,
Maybe John O'Callaghan remix for Timmy and Tommy, Full Tilted.
Oh,
if you
that's a good
remember.
one. Yeah.
Yeah, like this.
That's for both of you, or do you have a
Yes,
different one?
we like this track. And
Okay, well, that's it already.
It's fun to play this track at 138 instead 100.
The original was 128, I think.
Yes.
I think everybody was pitching it up like that.
Yeah.
Well, that's it already. Thank you so much for answering the questions. Give it up one more time for DRYM. Thank you.
Thank you.
And next week, we're going to be back with the 10 questions with Liam Wilson. If you have any questions for him, make sure to have them here in the comment section. And otherwise, I'll see you for the next one. Bye-bye.
Lifting you higher. This is A State of Trance.